Good evening, guys. I hope you're all well. Happy Friday. This is my first video for this week. I haven't forgotten. Okay, tell a lie. I basically did forget. It's only been because of like work, training, but I'm slowly getting back on that horse of slowly balancing everything. So I have basically just started to write down a few little bits and bobs to help you guys with perhaps doing a couple of core exercises to help you all with hopefully building a good goal, helping you to reach maybe the appearances of abs. So I'm not a professional here, but I would say as well that it will take patience and it will take time with seeing results, and also make sure that you're hydrating. I'm not saying that you have to neglect this other drink, but don't drink too much coffee. The other thing I did used to drink was green tea, and green tea is really good. So it is actually labeled as one of the fat burners that can help you with like shedding a couple bits of body fat off. I'm not sure how it actually works, but excuse me a minute. But yeah, I would actually say it's entirely up to you that drinking green tea is basically a lot quicker, and also just making sure, excuse me a minute, that staying hydrated is also on the regime of helping you go in that direction of your goal, and also things like getting a balanced diet of having your fruit and veg, and also basically maybe mixing up your meal. So it could be you choose to basically mix up your lunch, your dinner, your breakfast. So the way I think of it is, okay, so for breakfast one day you'll have eggy bread. So it would either be one slice, two slices of eggy bread. And what you can do with eggy bread, which is really clever, is you can actually get a container before you go to bed. And the way eggy bread works is you're basically pouring in some milk, and then you're using one or two eggs in like the container. You whisk the eggs in with the milk, and then you use your slice of bread to actually absorb the mix overnight, so that the next day when you're actually about to have breakfast, that's when you can actually cook it in like the saucepan. And also the other thing as well that's really handy is you don't have to try that, but it's things like maybe homemade granola and things, well, like having porridge, and also just trying to find like quick simple ways to actually like kickstart your morning. And the other thing as well is people have actually like they will get their head around after training with feeling quite hungry throughout, and I've actually gotten through that stage of like keeping things like an orange, apple. Sometimes it'll be a bit of baby food from Aldi or perhaps Boots or Superdrug. And the thing about Aldi and Superdrug is it's a good idea to try and make sure that if their pouches are 99p, that you're happy with that price. You're paying for like your snacks, for like any supplements you choose to take. So it could be protein powder, casein. Again, with casein, if you choose to take casein, I have actually been recommended this by one of my CrossFit coaches. He says use full cream milk to actually get really, really good results. And it is quite strange. It's like I've not gotten off casein, but I'm just thinking I really should just slowly get my head around reordering another tub of casein. And the thing as well is when it comes to snack ideas is you can actually do things like hummus and cucumber, or maybe a hard-boiled egg with spinach, anything along there. If you're not sure or you're in a rush, maybe pick something up from Tesco. So it might be This is only going out to people who do not have nut allergies, so it could be a small bag of mixed nuts. If you have got nut allergies, then do not go down that path. Perhaps go and get some raisins, maybe get a pack of malt loaf. Malt loaf's really good. It's basically a bit low in, it is quite low in fat, but it's really, really good. And I intend to sometimes have mango, and sometimes like yogurt with a bit of chia seeds. And I've also gotten down that stage of like not having a whole lot of like I've slowly gotten down this like path of not having puddings every single day. So sometimes I will do plain yogurt with a bit of protein powder, so it's almost like a chocolate mousse, but it's a really healthy version. So you're knowing that you are still having a bit of pudding, but you're not worrying too much about the bad sugars, you're not worrying too much about the bad carbs and things along there that other people would basically worry about if they've got like a strict diet, anything along there. Or sometimes it would be that they're thinking, oh my word, what's my nutrition coach going to say? What are they going to be like? Blah, blah, blah. Enough about that nonsense. I'm just going to basically get down to it and just let you know what the exercises are that you can actually do either in a hotel, in a gym, either at home. The other thing I'd say is if you're in a gym, so if you're traveling or if you're using a hotel gym as well as like a normal gym, don't be afraid to actually ask the person who works at the gym, or if you see a personal trainer who's actually like behind a reception desk, actually ask them what the best core exercises are as well. And like just say to them as well that you're new to this, would they mind actually demonstrating? And surely enough, it won't hurt to actually like hear what they say. So a couple of core exercises that could actually be good for actually building abs, hopefully, is plank, dead bug, Russian twist, and wood chop. So you could either choose to do 1 minute of plank, or you could choose to do 2 minutes. It depends, but I would just say maybe for a start, try and do 1 minute of plank and just see just see how you feel. And like when you sort of get used to it, then you can choose to like go up to 2 or 5 minutes of plank. And then again, I'm not sure about the amount of repetitions for things like dead bug, Russian twist, and wood chop, but I'd probably say you could perhaps try and do 4 sets of 15 dead bug. And with Russian twist, you can either use a med ball or you can use a 10 kg plate if you're a lady. It actually has been recommended as well. So if you're not sure about using a 10 kg plate, then I'd say take it down a notch and try and use a 5 kg. So there are different ways on using the next technique, which is wood chop. So you can either use a single dumbbell for doing wood chop. You can use a resistance band actually tied to the pull-up rig, and it's also about like making sure you get a bit of like rest in between sets. So just make sure that you're not tiring your body out very, very quick. And on the contrary as well, I'd probably say like make sure you're listening to your body properly, and also like you're allowed to give your body rest days as well. I'm really sorry if scratch that. I hope you guys found this video really, really handy. Please give it a thumbs up, or if you didn't enjoy it, then give it a thumbs down. Hope you all have a great weekend, and yeah, hopefully I will do another video very soon. I'll hopefully do an introduction video on, I'm just thinking, sometime very, very soon. Bye guys.